throwing. Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. 4th down, Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that will keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Light blue. Go, 38. Ready?
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
43 rail, black shot.
2nd and 6. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
97.
3rd down, here's Patterson. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Patterson again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The This will be play number 9 in the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Drill 52. Ready.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Rifle 3-3. Ball game.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football.
Let's go. Drill green.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
6, 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw here. Oh, that's into a double team and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Up to the 20.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down, right near the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Running with Elliott. Bulldozes past him. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go to Elliott again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as we get this up to about the 42.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
There at all, maybe a yard up to the 43. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Third and long for Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Now Prescott on fourth down. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
On the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to rip it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Finding space at the 40. Look at the big fella go. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, that's a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Out of the gun now on third down. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Dante Fowler.
Intercepted by the Cowboys. They'll take over first and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Elliott running right. 56 yards rushing for him as he's carried it 13 times.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Elliott is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you.
And Prescott, his third interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being blown down. 2nd and right at a yard.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll run with Patterson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Koo on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I play?
Yeah, you play defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Prescott down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4th down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive. They come up with a pick right there.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He's got Patterson on the out route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Patterson on the draw play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Mariota to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, Prescott. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So they'll come out first and 10 now from the 33.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
Patterson running between the tackles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Again, Patterson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
The tackle by Jabril Cox.
Off the play fake, Mariota.
At the Cowboys' 16-yard line.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Brings up third and 5.
They'll give it to Patterson. Well, he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Mariota to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Throwing here, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mariota. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. It's a gain of 35.
But they didn't ease into that drive. Right out of the turnover, they go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. I'm sure I see the logic in this, but we're going to stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. gives this one to Kelly. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 50-yard line.
They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Slot man moves right. Running on first down, Eckler. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 24, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Try to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 24 yards. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So defensively, 3rd down, you're thinking get the stop, maybe force the field goal try. Instead, he's able to shake free and not just get the first down, but get the touchdown as well.
Yeah, so much for the best laid plans, right? And you knew once he got past the line of scrimmage, he was gone. Got that head of steam behind him. Vroom, off to the races. The only surprise would have been if anyone caught him.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Falcons nothing. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mariota now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Here's Mariota. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A 2-yard pickup brings up
On 3rd down, Mariota. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
Mariota's pass.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
He's taken down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons, nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Really now steps to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
There's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Second down and goal. Herbert. That is going to be taken down. Sacked back around the 18-yard line. Arnold Ebiketie. That is now 2 sacks for him here in his first half.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. 36 yards on the play. First down, Mariota. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 39 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the screen.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Caught by Allen. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert on first down now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 38, Herbert being chased out left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he's going to be up around the 45-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Mariota now to throw on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Final play of the half here. Mariota airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Falcons 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second and 11 now. Mariota. That's Cordero Patterson rolling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 49-yard line.
Second down to run with Patterson. 14 yards there. Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Patterson again. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Youngway Koo for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Chargers 10.
This one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. Officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Here's Herbert. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. On 4th down, Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
13 yards. First down, Chargers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 2nd down, Eckler. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Eckler. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know in this spot they have to be thinking to themselves, let's go ahead and go for it right now. We don't know if we'll get another opportunity. But if you trust your defense at all, you kick the field goal and maybe have one more shot later.
Here's Kelly on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall to get the football down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he's got it to Patterson complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Eckler again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Able to hook up here with Ridley. And they'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Mariota targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mariota. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Falcons 14. Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly, onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
J.C. Jackson there defensively.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he's brought down. can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Eckler, they run left side. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Busted Eckler.